Good morning and welcome back to the Flat Cap Cowboy YouTube channel. I'm Mark and I'm just heading up the Penny Pass, heading up towards Mount Snowdon, which is just up there in the clouds. And today we're going to be going over my favourite route, which is Goch, which is a bit of a scramble and some very good exposure, but I love this one. It's my favourite. I've done it more times than I can count. Winter, bad weather, snow, ice, rain, and I have such a laugh every time I do it. It is really good fun. So let's crack on, onwards and upwards, and have a really good day. So I'm going to be doing Garned again, and it is with that's Snowdon for the rest of the people who aren't Welsh, and that was a poor pronunciation, so if there's anyone Welsh watching, feel free to correct me or call me a dick in the comments. Oh, God, there's a good view down this way. Don't know what you'll see on that, but it's a nice day for this. It's a bit cloudy up top, although I'm just starting to see a few things peek through, but it's not too hot. So I was originally planning to come last week, which would have been nigh impossible. It was due to be even 27 degrees on top of this, and I've climbed it in that heat beforehand. It's too uncomfortable. I'd prefer to go when it's cold or cooler anyway. Done this route a lot of times. I think I was 12, 13ish when I first climbed over Goch. In fact, it's the Snowdon itself is the second mountain I ever climbed. Yeah, and it got me absolutely hooked. I mean, if you've been watching my videos, you probably know I enjoy a bit of scenery like that, but I also really enjoy the climbing, the scrambling. Walking's fine and it gets me to views, but what I do this for is the fun. And what I'm going to do is actually at the end of this, I'm going to give the walk and the climb a rating. I think I need to add in a quick disclaimer, which I haven't actually done very often, and I probably will put in print as well on the screen at some point. This is a grade 1 scramble, and it's really exposed. And if you're not used to this sort of thing, it's not an easy climb. So you have to be very careful, and it does require a bit of experience. I recommend you try some, maybe not necessarily easier scrambles, but definitely less exposed ones to bring your confidence up. Got sight of the Penny Pass car park and youth hostel. Up to the Penny Pass. Shouldn't take too long to get to the car park now. Another 5 minutes to there. Whew. It's a long walk down from down there, but 25 quid for this car park if you pre-book it, and if you can get it on a day, you'll be lucky. And I don't necessarily mind the 25 quid, but it's the chance that you won't come because the weather's changed and been awful, and then you'll lose 25 quid. It was £8 down there, but I could do that as I arrived, so I didn't have to prepay it. Here's the youth hostel at the Penny Pass, and where these people are, I don't know if you can see them there, going up that way along this hill here is the miners' track. One who's got a decent fitness can do it. I mean, it is a long hike with the steep zigzag at the end, but you know, if you're fit you can do it. You don't need any skill, as it were, to actually make it. Very cute little lamb. Hello, you've got a little black eye, haven't you? Hello. So we're down at the Penny Pass car park, and this is where we're going, up Snowdon. Now the red route here is the pig track. It goes to there, joins up with the miners' track that runs the yellow route along there and up to there. But we're going to go up the pig track to here, and then we go up over the summit of Goch, and then up to Garned again, 10,065 metres, and then up to Widifra even, which is 1085. I'm going to do my favourite bit, which is Goch. I've taken a few bits off, but it is starting to get a bit breezy around here, so I might have to put my jacket back on. Right then, let's get this on with. Right, well, the pig track is actually quite steep from the start. Basically, you come out of the car park, which is 100 yards behind me, and it starts to go straight up like this. Now, it is a little bit of a knackering climb, especially on my right leg because of the nerve damage. It damned hurts. So I can't wait to get up to the top bit, which is pure scramble and holding on. You don't have to go quick and you use your arms a lot more. I could use poles for this sort of thing, but I'm trying not to, because I'm trying to work up to do much larger mountains, and the difference between using poles and not using poles is actually quite pronounced. Use them and it makes it a lot easier, but when I want to at some point I want to do an 8,000 metre. I'm definitely going to get to a 7,000 metre mountain, so I want to actually build up the leg endurance to make it feasible. Fingers crossed that sometime this time next year, actually, hopefully, we'll be in the Dolomites enjoying some via ferratas, which I think look amazing. I can't wait to go and do some, and some serious climbing and walking. It's actually quite a nice day, got a decent view down here, but where we're heading up Goch just there is shrouded in a bit of the old fog. Oh, I'm enjoying this already. Right, as you come along this section, you get a view right the way down towards... Damn, I've had a mental block. I'll remember it at some point in a minute. Oh, sorry, yeah, there you go. So, just here, it opens up down the valley there, and you get a view right the way down to the lake and down towards Lamberis, which you can just about make out in the background. Oh, look at that. I don't know what you can actually see there, but I can see right the way out. I think just about to the sea. I'm actually wearing a new pair of walking boots. I say new, I bought them a month or two ago. The Goch Solomon ones. They weren't too expensive. They're like a 3/4 boot, they're quite firm-toed, which I like, because obviously I do a lot of scrambling and climbing, and having a tip you can stand on, like actually funny enough my Solomon climbing, well, my mountaineering boots, the proper ones, so you can actually stand on the tips a little bit, which comes in damned handy when you just got a tiny bit of a lip. There are quite a few boulder bits this way. I say the actual peak track itself, although it's quite scrambly and etc., isn't that difficult. It's quite steep, but it isn't that difficult. So that changes in the winter though, because there's so many bouldery sections, large boulders, where it just turns to sheet ice and you slide all over the bloody place. But if you've got reasonable fitness and balance, you should be all right doing this route. I think I first climbed this mountain, well, this route, when I was about 12 or 13. I used to get sent to Wales every summer on kind of outdoor adventure camps. Got to do a bit of mountaineering, gully bashing, wild rich swimming, canoeing, all sorts of stuff really, bivvy bagging. So, just about at the beginning of the first steepish section, which leads up to where you join Goch. So this bit's always a teller on the legs.
Hi, my name is Alice Jones and we are climbing up Rwyddfa.
Oh, thank you very much. Now that's how it's supposed to sound. All those pronunciations down that way, bollocks. He did it right. He's Welsh, so you know I'll trust what he says. Can you say it again?
Rwyddfa.
Rwyddfa.
Yeah, you got it.
It still sounds like I'm tripping over my bloody tongue to me, mate. Not to do a stereotype, but I've just asked a Welshman to tell me the name of the mountain, gone to do it on camera, and his surname was Jones. There are quite a few Joneses in Wales. It is truly the main surname. So we've gained quite a bit of elevation already in the last 20 minutes down from the car park. I keep saying the car park, it's not my car park, I'm another bloody kilometre down the road, downhill. And then we're going up here, which as you can see it starts to get a little bit steep again here, and just keeps, quite frankly, this is par for the course for the next, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of walking. It's all bits to climb up, clamber over. I say they're pretty much just steps, so as long as you're fit enough you can manage it. See what I mean? So that's the way I came down just here when we did Gladysford and Fack and Castle Ghent. Just about to get to where we leave the peak track. It's here on my right hand side to go up over that Goch there. But I fancy something to eat. I think it's about time I had a snack. You know, got to keep the energy up. I mean, you don't have to burn some calories doing this. Whew. I probably will be in need of an extra 2,000 to 3,000 calories for the day, maybe even more actually. So yeah. Okay, so the path you can see down the bottom there, or just about see, that's the miner's path, which comes around this hill here, along the side, following the stream up, and then it comes round another lake around there and round to these lakes, these two lakes here, and it goes right the way up into the corner in the cloud, where the cloud is up there, and then it goes up a zigzag all the way. So we now want to keep Goch route proper. I'll see a load of signs going up this way, always telling you to be careful and experience needed. It is. I said it before, I'll say it again. This is a grade 1 scramble, but more importantly, it is a very exposed grade 1 scramble. and most people shit themselves. That's the start. Up there, people are going that way, but traditionally you go up over these rocks as your beginning point. See the little Crib Goch sign. So I'm going to do the traditional way and up there. Again, just give me a bit more practice on the old walking with this and not using my hands so much, or my hands, both my hands even. You'll notice I haven't been going near my maps today. I should be okay. I have done this route a lot of times, heck of a lot of times, so I should be fine. Midges, bloody midges. Or sheep. So Snowdon's up there in the clouds, so you can't quite see it. And oh, look at that down there. You can see miles and miles. So I'm using the mic today, or trying to use the mic, which is just here, little thing. But hopefully it will hide some of the wind noise as I get higher up. So here we go. Just had a little break and a bit of food down there and a drink. And I'm just going up the first section of Crib Goch. So got to go right up this here and up over the ridge. There's a couple of people on the ridge just as I'm speaking. You won't see them, I don't think. I can barely see them because the cloud's moving in. Hopefully when we get up there we might actually get some of the cloud moved off. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen today. I think we're in for cloud and go very greasy. So it's going to be a bit slippy up there today, I think. It's cloudy at the top. We're getting some great views from me. Oh. It's absolutely stunning. I can't believe it. I thought it'd be a bit more cloudy around at this level, but got a good view all the way around, and for miles and miles and miles over this way here. So yeah, it starts to get a little bit scrambly, and it just gets more and more scrambly as you go. You have to be careful if it's greasy, because this is quite a well-worn route. So there are a lot of polished bits of stone and rock along it, which does make it somewhat slippy. It's just a lot of up rocks and rocks and rocks all the way. So let's do some filming of this then. That's what you want me to do, is film me climbing. Oh. See, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but the route is very polished, which is going up this way. It's all smooth and rounded off, which makes it very interesting as you're going up. Oops. And if it's wet, it's even worse. Whew. Good view there. It's a long old walk up here, but it is definitely worth it. Let's see. Oh, it's just getting really scrambly now. Definitely plenty of places you need to grab on, but I've got to say it is plenty of handholds, plenty of stuff like that. It's not that bad. I still keep looking around at that. And you go all the way around over there as well. It's pretty, very pretty. So I'm getting up to where the cloud layer has been sitting. I'm starting to get quite damp ground. slippy rocks. And we are just underneath that. If we're going up this edge, I don't know if you can see my hand, hang on, we're going up this edge here. Right, so this is the steep bit proper now. Now there's a couple of routes you can take. You can go over to the right hand side, lads, or straight up the middle here. I'm going for the middle. I think I've done all of them over the years, but this one's a good laugh, and I know I can use this pretty much all the way up. It's a pretty little time. There are quite a few flowers up here. Not much higher than this, but there are a few. It is climby, but there are plenty of good handholds and footholds, so you don't really need to worry about it. I'm managing it just about all right with this in my hand. May not be the prettiest camera work, but I'm managing it. So you get to about where I am now, and you can take quite a few different ways, but there's no real set way, there's no path anymore. Not really. You can go this way or straight up over that. See where we go. I'm going to go this way for now. You start to see why we say there's some pretty good exposure on here. We're starting to have proper cliffs and everything else. To the side of to the side you're coming up to get onto the ridge properly. So it is. You do have to aim for that. However, it isn't a set route of any description, and you can make it as hard or as easy as you like. And as you can see, using this damn thing, I'm trying to make it as hard as humanly possible. Right, let's put you down a second. Right, that's gloves off, a little bit more grip in my fingertips. I'm going to need it. So this is just about kind of finding your own route, which you should be able to do. Yeah, you know, it's only little sections where it's kind of sketchy, and then you come to another nice flat section. And if you come onto a bit of a flat section, it's worn, you know you're sticking fairly well to the main sections that you need to be on to make it. But it isn't for the faint-hearted. Find a way to pick your way up. That looks okay. Woo! Stump. You know, I didn't bring the drone because I thought it was going to be too windy. But there's no wind this side at all. It must be coming from the other side. Just come up this. So it's quite steep. Definitely a place to hold on as you're doing it. Ooh. Right, over this bit now. It's not so bad here. I can walk most of this bit without even gripping on. You won't catch me looking at the camera much though, because quite frankly, I need to see where my feet go. Right, there's the ridge just coming up ahead of you. So we are getting towards that, which is the fun bit. That's the fun bit with the drops. Nice spot for a bit of lunch. Pocket meat, bit of protein and fat. Just a nice little bit of pocket meat, followed by a few date, which I like. I really like a date, and they're good for climbing. They're full of sugar and ergo energy. And that's the cloud definitely closing around me. I can see 40 feet clearly, about 100 where I can see bits. Oh well, it's gone really silent and quiet though. We go up here though. Keep coming. Let's go. Oh wow, mountain goat. First one I've seen. Just up there, I don't know if you can actually see him, his head sticking up. I mean, you see sheep all the time, but the goats are a little rarer. Quite cool actually. And in certain areas you get ponies as well. Over the goats. Oh, he's got some horns on him there. Hello. And Billy over there. Views have gone. But still climbing. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Whew. It's warming up slightly, the temperatures. I think we might be having the sun poke through in a bit. I think we may be having the sun poke through. Oh wow. Now look at that. What a view. This is the start of the upridge to Crib Goch Summit. It's fun. I haven't been able to tell from the actual climbing video bits you've seen. It is actually rather steep up here and rather droppy. Not windy though, so it makes climbing it relatively easy. When it's windy, it's a different kettle of fish. You can't just walk up this bit. You got to hold on and lean in. So, just reaching the top of Crib Goch here. Right, we're on the Crib Goch Ridge now, which I love. It's great fun. People say it's somewhat sketchy and to be careful. However, I am careful, but I don't think it's that sketchy. I've done it enough times. In fact, all the pace I lost at walking because of my leg injury, whenever I come up here, everyone else has been waiting for me the whole route. When we get on this section, they can't keep up. And I'm not bragging, that's not meant to brag, it's just I'm happier than they are doing what I'm doing now, which is walking. Most people like to at least start to hold on, but I don't really believe that it's a need here. I mean, you saw me doing Crib Lem and Penir Olwyn, actually, which is somewhere over the back just there, which was a severely graded 3. It was great fun, but it was a grade 3. So I didn't think I'd be having to, as long as the wind wasn't up, I didn't think I was going to go for chest cam across here. So let's enjoy it. Down there. Oh man, this is so cool. Yeah, this is why they go on about it being rather dangerous, because of the drop off here. It is incredibly steep and it is a heck of a drop, but and if you fall, is it dangerous? If you take your time and it's not wet, not slippy, not too windy, not icy, and I have done this a few times in the ice. That is a drop though. Even I'm aware of that drop. Whoa. Yeah, so I have led groups up here, and I would not do it the way I'm doing it, which is just upright walking along on my Todd. if I wasn't extremely confident in my own ability and the weather we've got today. Plus, I've done it enough times now for it all to seem slightly familiar, so I don't get too shocked on it anymore. Which is when you find something you're not expecting, is when you tend to have a moment that puts your head somewhere else. But if you stick up on this ridge, you can just try and keep your balance, bend your knees slightly as you're walking. You're fine. Right, so this is been the ridge of Goch. It does get a little bit worse just on the other side of here. It does go a bit steeper, but I don't find it that bad. Wind's picking up. Just make sure it's not lost the microphone. But it's still a glorious day for a walk. This looks like a way I can just about manage. So if you get some funky angles, it's because I'm rock climbing and I'm using the hand that I'm holding you in as well, just to be able to make it holding the damn camera. Oh, there you go. I'll just wedge you there for a minute. So right. Oh God, don't lean backwards. So yeah, and that's what you get to as a view up here once you get to this point, is it's sheer drops. Oh God, I love this route and this mountain. Yeah, Widfa or Snowdon. Right. Now, obviously Snowdon and Snowdon is named after Lord Snowdon, surprisingly not. However, the story of Idwithra, God, I'll never get that right. It was about a giant lived up here. I think his name was no, I can't think what his name was. But anyway, I know he supposedly had a cloak made from the beards of kings, the multiple beards. So, his name was Rita, I think, or Rita, something like that. It's going to have a Welsh pronunciation that I can't master, but yeah. So he used to rule the mountains, and he fought King Arthur and kicked King Arthur out of North Wales. Well, so they say. I mean, I'm not quite thinking there's a giant in North Wales particularly. Right, now do I go over the end here, or no, I don't go over that end. I've got to go down this bit here. Down there. Oh well, here we go. This bit's a bit sketchy, but we're going to do it. Let's see, as long as the rocks aren't loose, I should manage. So, if anyone else is thinking of coming doing this, do not copy me. And there's my bloody phone. So we're going to get down here to get up the other side. It is a bit sketchy in places, I've got to say. So, whew. Yeah, as I was saying, this is a hard climb. It is very strenuous. It's also very exposed and can shoot chronic. So be careful coming this way, and do not do what I do, which is walk upright if you're not used to it, because you will break your neck easily. So I've got to get up here now. Down there's constantly got some drops and views on this route though. it makes it fun. So I've watched YouTubers do this many a time, and some do it, manage it with a camera on their hand, but most use a helmet, headband or some such to manage it. I don't blame them, it's a bit difficult to do like this. I'm going to have to put you down because I'm doing the splits and it ain't easy. So they say it's strenuous, and that was one of the reasons it's strenuous. You are on a full climb in many places. Say though, it has got very good rocks. They're not too slippy as a general rule. They can be in the ice and the wet, but yeah, I've got good edge. It's not smoothed too badly, and of course, very good handholds. That's what you need. Very good handholds indeed. So down and then up that one over there. They like to make it fun. They like to make it fun, don't they? And who they are is nobody in particular. So you can make this route as hard or as easy as you want. I've gone up over this section many a time, but I think with you in my hand, I'm better off taking the slightly more stair-like fashion down this side. It still isn't an easy climb. That's what I'm looking down. Don't know how that will look on these cameras. It never looks as steep or as much as it is unless it's on one of them 360 cameras. And they overshow it, in my opinion. Whee! Right, so this is pretty much the end of the Goch Ridge. Completed. Very nice run from over there. You can't see much because of the weather, but I've had a great time on it. Right, so now we're heading up into Llewellyn. Do double check all the rocks around here, because there you go, they are not necessarily solid, especially when you're going one-handed forwards because you're using a bloody camera like an idiot, because you haven't got a second hand to hold on with. So yeah, that's Goch and the Goch Ridge done, and now a nice walk up to the top of Garned Llewellyn, and then on to Irwydfa. Oh, fuck it, I can't get that right. I'm sure I can't get it right. Well, that's been a really nice walk. Scrambling done. Well, say scrambling done. There is a little bit going up the top of this one, but it's not anything like we've already been doing. No really massive drops, and I need to hold on to most of it. I'd say here is a good area for gaining shelter. The other side of this mound, we've just come over and just down here. There's a bit of grass and that lot down there where you get a lot of people actually camping at times, but I happen to know I'd never bother, because when we third time I came and did this, we were with a friend who was literally lifted off the floor in that gap, and I caught him. Fortunately, I was a lot bigger back then. I was a proper front row rugby player, so the wind didn't have me and I had enough strength to catch him. But our mate, can't remember his name for the life of me. Remembered his frigging nickname. He was called Blondie because he had really blonde hair, but I can't remember his actual name. So if anyone ever comes across, if he ever comes across this, which I doubt he will do, he can shout out to me and say hello, say I am Blondie, and then I'll remember who your name is. My brother might know his name actually, he's better at shit like that than me. I'm good with faces, not names. So if you want to, at this point here, you can just take the path that comes off the side here and head back down the mountain, and not bother going over Garned Llewellyn and the old Snowdon. But we're going up it. We're going to carry on. We're going to have a break there down here. I'm going to have some lunch. Well, what a view, eh? It'd obviously be nice if that cloud wasn't there, but you can see in the background you've got all the countryside available out towards the sea. Good. Onwards and upwards onto Garned Llewellyn, which vanishes off this way. Don't worry about it, you won't be able to see it, it's in the clouds. Got quite a way to go. Now you're starting to notice we're actually getting up towards the top. Just met a 70-year-old up there doing this, and there's me 51 thinking I'm old to do it. Still be doing it. You've got a 70-year-old coming up here, and I've got to give him credit, the bloke just there, he's bloody doing well. Favourite parts about this route is, although there is a bit of up and down, you have to go up Garned Llewellyn and back down the other side a bit before you go up Snowdon, is as you go at Goch, you gain 80% of the elevation, 90% of the elevation. After that, it's only short stints of up and down, so it's not too bad. Whew. So I should be able to see Garned Llewellyn summit from here, from the top of here, depending on the cloud, of course. Ooh, this is slippy here. May look fairly grippy, but the top of the rock all slopes downhill, so it makes it a little bit on the slippy side. Getting cold on the old hands. Oh shit, that's not grip. Okay, let's see. That's nice. That's nice. Whoa. Shit. Ow. Hey, hey, hey. That was a slip. Did I manage to keep you alright though? Didn't really harm it, good. So you got that one, you can. This is not the easiest climb in history coming up here. This is where I got to before when I slipped. So This is sketchier up here. That's a nice finger hold there though. Ooh. This is definitely good climbing. Oh. Still got all that to get off. Onwards and upwards, as they say. I don't think I've got much option. Definitely got rock wear this way, so I'm going to come up here. Ooh, that's a nice bit. Well, it's definitely sketchy up here in places. Got a few drops around me. Ooh. So yeah, that bit defeated me with the handheld. Well, to be honest, I think I could probably have done it, but after I did the slip, I won't call it a fall because I didn't go very far, but after I did the slip, I think it knocked me confidence for a minute to go back to being handheld. But going straight up this bugger here, it's a laugh, isn't it? It's a laugh. I think I got something in my shoe when I fell over. How, I don't know. Oh, pinches. Makes it fun having a pinch. Ooh. Got some white times up here as well as blue times. So, this is sketchier, but, and I'm probably making this a harder route than it needs to be coming this way the way I am. But you know me, I like that sort of thing. Way up, round corner. Yeah. Oh, I love this. Absolutely loving it. Whew. Oh. Where's the foot up? There's one. Turning on my own foot. Watching lads on the rock. Wee! Ah. Okay. Right. That's the top of that little bit done. So, it is scrambly getting up Garnhead Llewellyn this way. But again, back onto a more ridgy bit now. We can just like walk it. Can't see anything now though. Just cloud, or cloud. So we're on another ridge here. We're heading up the back side of Garnhead Llewellyn. I'm going to just drop down here. Just reposition my mic. Just going to drop down here a little bit. Stay out of the wind, which makes it way more comfortable. The wind is not nice. It just makes you feel chilled, and the noise. This side it's absolutely silent. I can hear a stream somewhere down there. Bloody big cairn. So we're not far from the top of Garnhead Llewellyn now. Won't take long to top out. Oh, there's a lot of sheep and goats up here today. Can't see much though because the clouds. In fact, it's down to 20-30 feet visibility. stone up here. It's the orange everywhere. Even I've got an orange knee where I fell over because the clay turns really orange. Oh. Never stops. Although I do think I'm near top of Garned Llewellyn now. I can't quite remember where the trig point is. This place, Garned friggin' Llewellyn, it's Garned again. I never remember. I don't know why, but that keeps going through my head. So, sorry. For all the times I've said Garned Llewellyn, it's the real name, it's Garned again. So, got that right now. Garned again. Whew. Oh, up again. Up Garned again. Honestly, this route just keeps coming up. It's all scrambled. So, going to get a decent score on the is it fun malarkey, because it is. And it's not just that it's fun, it's continuous fun. You know, you got heck of a lot of scrambling and climbing about, which don't half make it fun. It's what I enjoy anyway, you know that. Oh. It's always more fun when you're climbing. Wind's getting bad again. Just makes it more fun though. Heading to the top of Garned again. Oh, it's going to just touch this swing point. Yay! So, Garned again. 10,064 meters. Sorry, 1,064 meters. So 20 meters low. It's not a bad walk down the backside of Garned again, heading up to Snowdon. It's just a little bit downhill along a decent path, if you can hear this over the wind. And yeah, it's pleasant. So the wind's making it a bit unpleasant. It'd been much nicer if I had a view or two. But I'm up here, I'm breathing the air. I'm now heading up again. I've got the railway train just to the right. You can hear the old railway train or mountain train, whatever you want to call it, just up ahead. So I'm going to head up here. Hopefully I'm going to get a nice hot cup of coffee in the cafe. I've already ended. So I'm not far from the summit now of Idrifra Snowdon. Right, just to the summit then. I've had a nice hot chocolate and a rollover hot dog. And I'm just going to go up here, tap the summit, and I'm heading back down after that. No views today. Wales done today. Hey, Garned again and Idwitha, something like that. And here we are at the top of the peak track. I'm going to head down that way. Stick to the peak track. I'm not going to go on the miners track. It's a really good route to come down the peak track when it's dry. It's direct and it gets you down quite quickly, whereas most of the other routes take a while to get there. It's been a long climb today. I've had a great time, but now. Right, so as far as a walk goes, it's brilliant. The climb factor and the fear factor, the excitement factor has got to be at least 7. I'm going to go for Goch via and Snowdon, that route. 7 out of 10 for fun. Doesn't quite get as much as Penny and Alden was the other week, or that's being said, the Crimble Spur, but it is pretty good. Well, it's bloody brilliant. Oh, that's been absolutely brilliant. Knackering, but absolutely brilliant. Met some nice people. Met a 70-year-old bloke who had Goch on his bucket list, and he was doing it today. So that just shows you don't have to be young. Not that I'm young, I'm 51. But you can still do this stuff. That always looks inviting. I happen to know it's absolutely freezing, worth contemplating going. Glad it hasn't been too windy. He says the wind just totally blows up. Hopefully you can hear this alright. Whoa, oh God. One that you might twist an ankle on though, big track going down. There's a lot of loose and uneven areas. Peak track is a steepish route with a little bit of scrambling. It's not even a graded scramble, and it's really very easy but fun. The only problem is when it's very wet, this section I'm on now is snow rocks, or when it's icy, it is lethal. I'd rather go over Goch in the ice than walk over these. So it's definitely a case of crampons for there. But for most of it, it's just a nice walk / climb about effect. These rocks are slippy when wet. Oh, it's sunshine ahead. Look at that. Sunshine on the hills. I can even see the road I'm actually heading to. Nearly back now to where the peak track, where I was on the peak track when I left to go up to Goch, which is up there, over the top of that. We went up there. Back all along that path. And of course this is where we came up. Yay! Made it back to this side of the Penny Pass, and I can see the hostel now. You know, when you can see that, it's not far. You forget I've got the last little bit after that, but still the end is in sight, as they say. So I think I'll call it a day as far as the camera's concerned. My arm's aching. It's been a long one. I've had an amazing time. Hope you've enjoyed it. I say that's a 7 out of 10 going up over Goch. Of excitement factor good, beautiful views, a bit cloudy today, and yeah, just a really good day. Okay, I'll catch you on the next mountain. Cheers.